again Don the Dragon Wilson, and world champion, one of the best of his time, and great also actor, action. And Don, can you tell me what you feel right now about the new generation of action movies?
Well, I've seen right now, because I've been working with the new, they shoot them on video now.
Yeah.
And the reason why we can do better fight scenes today is because we can see what we shot. Whereas before, you saw nothing till the next day, the dailies. You have to shoot on film, develop the film, and watch it the next day. And then sometimes you have to go back and redo it. And so I believe it's the fight scenes are going to look more realistic and be more impressive with today's technology.
Yeah.
Because of that fact, because we can actually see what we're doing live on the spot, on the set. So I think it's gone better. It's gotten better for films now.
Yeah, true, but I think nowadays they lost the emotion and also the passion like the 80s and 90s. Because the Rocky movies,
yes,
like Bloodsport, Bloodfist, your movie, you have
to have drama.
Yeah,
you have to have drama. You can't just have one. Like I like John Wick, the countless. But you name 5 people he beats up in there. They have no names. Not only do they not have characters, they don't say dialogue. It's just what they try to do, I believe, in today's action films is give you more of it, but it's not part of the story. It's not even. It's like I believe. People ask me in interviews, who's the best fight scene? Is it Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris? And I said it's not because of the techniques they threw. None of them did back kicks or jump kicks or wire work. It's because we know it's Chuck Norris and Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
We know it's 2 great martial artists. And Bruce Lee was smart. He did something I've never seen done before or since. Yeah. He showed respect to his enemy after he beat Chuck. He folded his gi, put it down, he bowed to him. Where do you see that in a movie?
No.
You don't see the good. Matter of fact, when he breaks Chuck's neck, they cut to his face. They do just a camera, and he shows regret. Now they don't call Bruce Lee famous because he was a great actor or anything, but his performance in his movies was good for that. He shows the emotion. His remorse. He didn't want to kill Chuck because he made a sign. He said like, "Don't get up." Chuck looks at him, and he's just got the fighting spirit. He throws one more technique, and he gets his neck broken. Anyway, that fight scene, you see it. It was shot not really in the Coliseum. They did like a fake background and stuff, but it's known to be, in my opinion, one of the best fight scenes ever done.
You're right.
So we can do that today if we put the emotion and put the we get. Those are 2 famous martial artists, not famous actors.
No.
Chuck was not even known as an actor then. That was his first role. Bruce Lee.
Exactly.
So we get today, I think, if we use legitimate martial artists, like I do it in my movies. I use Billy Blanks, I use Murray Smith, I use Rob Common. I use real high-quality martial artists in my movies, and I think that makes it a little more realistic for the audience.
Yeah, you're right. That's what I love. When I did my trilogy Borrowed Time, so when I fight on the screen, I want something more realistic.
It doesn't have to be realistic, but a little bit.
Yeah,
because it's still in the movies. It's still
fancy,
yes,
and
mixed,
realistic.
Mixed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Not too acrobatic. You know?
No, because first of all, it's not related to fighting. No. Like doing a jump standing backflip or doing. Mike Tyson cannot do a backflip, but he can knock you right out.
Yes.
And look, even the Enter the Dragon, the guy who did the original Bloodslinger, that wasn't Bruce Lee.
No, I know.
Yeah, but it was a stuntman, and so Bruce Lee couldn't even do that. And he's the guy we all look up to as a cinema. There's never been a martial arts star with the charisma of Bruce Lee.
No.
Never. And I gave an award at one time. Linda Lee, his wife, asked me to come, and it was Warner Brothers was doing a 30-year remembrance of Reign of the Dragon. And I spoke, and I said, I've done, at the time I had done like 25 movies, and I said, but I don't have 4 seconds of screen time like Bruce Lee. Just him look. I said the way the charisma he has on this, right? Just his look, flexing a muscle. I just can't recreate it. It's you either have it or you don't. And I obviously don't have it, but I do the best I can with my movies. But I'm just saying that's what we all look up to. It's kind of like James Dean. He only did 4 movies.
Yes.
But you watch him today, and you watch his old movie. You can't see him acting.
It's like the camera love
Yes.
him, and he
it makes him look great, but it's more than that because he's not just a good-looking face.
yeah.
He was his theme for his movies was a troubled young guy. He had problems, psychological problems, and personal problems. You know, one of the scenes, I don't know, if it was East of Eden possibly, but it was something about his father or something. And I don't know, man. When you can't catch him acting, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no acting. It's like you're seeing somebody break down psychologically right in front of your eyes, and it just gets you emotionally. And I think Bruce Lee had just a look he could give the camera that, like, he's going to get this guy, and you just believe it.
But you know,
Believe it.
when I watch Bloodfist series,
Yeah.
I enjoyed it because it was the beginning of the kickboxing movie on screen.
Correct. And I was a former champion.
Yes.
So I'm not just an actor acting like I'm a
I saw your
guy.
fight.
So you knew
I
I
saw your
really
fight.
could. So, well, even though my movies are not choreographed always the best, I mean, I'm not putting down my choreographers. But, you know, if you have more money, you get more experienced people, right? And you have more time. I heard Jackie Chan would spend 2 weeks for a fight.
I know. Yeah.
I spent 40 minutes, an hour maybe for a fight. We got to move on. Short fight, you know. And you give me 2 weeks, and I can do a pretty good fight. See, I don't even know what I can do in 2 weeks.
No, I know.
Because we don't have 12 hours every day for 2 weeks, one fight.
That's the problem of sometimes low budget, but that doesn't mean it's a bad movie.
No. We do the best we can. Make it the best.
Those movies are unforgettable.
Well, Tarantino showed 2 of my movies at his theater. He's got a theater, New Beverly Theater, and he showed him his classics, Bloodfist 1 and 2. So he considered them classic movies now. Like, they held up their value and people remember them. You know, it spawned 8 movies, like you said, it was 8 sequels. You know, there was a 9th one, but I turned down the script. So Matt Mullins did it. And I'm sure, I haven't seen it, but I'm sure he did a great job. But it was not because I didn't want to work with Roger Corman. It was because the script was the same as the first one.
You know what?
And I didn't want to redo the same story as Bloodfist.
Why not do with a good story, Bloodfist Reborn?
Well, you know, the rights to Bloodfist have been sold to China.
Yes.
They bought it for a TV series. They're going to make a TV series.
Oh, yeah.
And the Trump trade war with China just ended the series. But we were all set to go to Beijing and shoot my TV series. And so it may happen, though. It may happen again because all we have to do is get good relations with China again.
Yes, but now we know. For instance, to make a good independent film, action, good story,
Yes.
good actors, and very nice fight. But without passion, without dedication,
10 minutes on a combat line demonstration.
show to the audience the passion for the art. You know?
Well, I found this, you know, I starred in 30 films now, 30 Hollywood films, not foreign films, and that's more than any Asian actor in Hollywood. I don't know, but I'm like one of the only, if not the only one, starring in Hollywood films. Now, Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Donnie Yen, they all started in Hong Kong. Chow Yun-fat, they did 30, 40 movies in Hong Kong, and they've not done 30 American movies. So I know there's a certain mindset, like American producers, the bigger budget ones, always want to do an accent. They say, you speak like an American, you should speak like a broken English, you know, bad English. And I said, no, I don't need to necessarily do that. I'm an American Asian, and that separates me from Jet Li.
Yeah.
I was with, his name's I was with him in Hong Kong, Jet Li. I was with Jet Li. We were supporting the World Combat Games, me, him, and Jackie Chan. And I sat with him, I hung out with him all night. He never said one word of English. He had an interpreter there. Now, so to me, it's this. I know he can do it because I see him in the movies do it. He's not comfortable speaking English, so his English is what they call broken English. It's kind of, he's got to rehearse it and get ready, and then he's prepared. But he didn't speak English. He spoke to his interpreter the whole night, and it was because I believe he's not comfortable that way. I'm the only American who is. That's my first language. It's my only language, English.
That's why for me, I'm originally from France, but it's
you speak good English.
Yeah.
You
Thank
can do
you so
American
much.
films.
Yeah.
But you know, if you appeared in my films, I'd make you do the French accent. I said, no, do it exactly like that.
Yeah.
Because we'll play you as a French martial artist or something. Because it's unusual in America. There's few actors that have the French accent.
Yes, I know.
And action stars. What action star has a French accent in America right now?
Jean-Claude.
Well, Jean-Claude was, well, Belgian, but it's French.
Yeah,
Belgian
yeah.
is French. And he's was the biggest one. No, Arnold had an Austrian accent.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, they dubbed him in the first movie, Hercules.
Yes.
But he got rid of it. He got rid of it pretty much.
And also, for the end, what I want to say, it's I'm very happy because you're still active.
Oh yes, yeah. Now, of course, the pandemic.
Yeah.
I was shooting a movie, by the way. The name of it was Combat, and I was shooting it in Kazakhstan. Almaty, Kazakhstan.
Yeah.
With Eric. You know Eric.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so he's directing it, producing it. And right in the middle of it, me and Bai Ling, we both said we have to go back to America because things are happening. They're shutting down LA and everything. And so he understood. But we filmed for a week, and then we shut. So I don't think they're ever going to finish the movie. I don't know what he's going to do. But I've been on. Kind of a hold for 2 years now. Now I'm back to making movies. I appeared in a western a few months ago, and
I will see you for the reboot of Borrowed Time. Also.
Oh, we're gonna work together.
Yes. We have. I have already written.
Very good.
Yeah, because I remember I have a very nice part. Like you are a very good doctor. So and so you have to help
medical
me.
Doctor.
Yeah.
The fighting doctor, like it was in Ring of Fire.
Yeah. So that's why I've already. I said, this. Let's see. It's like a homage of Ring of Fire. You know your character.
Johnny Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, Johnny Woo. Well, I did 3 of Ring of Fire. I did the third one where I had my son playing it. My son played my son, and. What happened with that company? I don't know if you knew, but they did a Van Damme movie, and it didn't do well, and that company went under because one Van Damme movie. I should be mad at Jean-Claude because I used to make a lot of movies with him. I made 6 movies with PM, but they did one Van Damme. Lost all the money.
PM Entertainment. But it was a great time.
Yeah, in the 90s.
Yes.
I would do up to 5 movies a year. In fact, Entertainment Weekly, the magazine, came and interviewed me because, to their knowledge, no American actor starred in 5 movies, all successful, all released in 1 year, the same genre.
Yeah.
They said all that together makes you unique, and we're going to do a story. And I said, and also, I'm Asian American. And what Asian American even does movies? Now, Philip Ree was Korean.
Philip Ree, yes.
But he's not. He doesn't have white blood. I'm like half American. I'm white. Caucasian. And I'm pretty sure Eric and Simon are both full-blooded Koreans. But he did how many best the best? 3 or 4. And he did another movie. But he did another movie too, children's movie. I appeared in it.
But it was a dream come true. Work with Eric. I spent a great time.
Great guy.
Eric gave me some very good advice, and I appreciate it. And that's great to work with you guys and experienced guys like you, because you can take a lot of tips for improving, and that's great.
Well, I say if you're the same man today that you were 30 years ago, you wasted 30 years. I learned through the business. There's a learning curve. At the very beginning of Bloodfist, I knew nothing about the movie industry. But I've learned that was 30 movies ago, and I believe one of the things that hurts the movie industry is because people ask me, how come 30 movies, all your movies make money? I said, well, you have to know your audience and give them what they want.
Yeah.
I said, if you look at Stallone, he said that was his key to success. The American audience, he knows what they want, he gives it to them. Well, I try to do that for my audience. I don't make the movies for me, I make it for other people. So I try to put what they call
Just got in.
set piece. So it's something the audience comes to see. We have to have at least one big fight scene, maybe two.
Yeah.
We have to have an attractive leading lady. Because people like it. If there's a love story, that's a plus. If there's comedy, that's a plus. If we have action, it has to look right. It can't look bad.
Busy.
In that effect, instead of having like a lot of bad action, it's better to have one or two good. I'm saying action, gun scene, chase scene with the car. It just has to be good and look realistic. And just have a short one. You don't need it all the way through.
Yes.
And like you said, the story, the performance, it's all of it is important. The music is important. By
Music.
The way.
Oh yeah,
Music is important. You can't forgo.
And also, it's what I think, from my point of view now, like an actor and director, it's to like you said earlier, create something for the audience, but also what I create for borrowed time, and I'm very happy to have done that, is to make people think about like, oh, that's remind me what I love when back in the days I loved this movie, because that's motivation movies. Like I
love it when somebody says, I watched a few of your movies and I got inspired to become a martial artist, and they started martial arts.
Yes.
That's the best thing my movie can do.
Yeah.
But all of them, you know what? I think I have to do a little work here in a minute. I'm going over. Sorry,
We did a great job.
Yeah. Hopefully that people got some information.
Yeah, exactly. And Don, thanks again.
But we're at the Hall of Honors, and I'm working here.
Yeah.
Alan Goldberg's gonna fire me. Good to see you. Hope to see you.